Welcome back. Pennsylvania's Governor Josh Shapiro just revealed some pretty shocking detail about the vetting process he underwent by Kamala Harris's team back when they were considering him as a possible VP candidate during the 2024 campaign. The New York Times reports, quote, from Shapiro's new book, "Had I been a double agent for Israel," wrote Mr. Shapiro, describing his incredulous response to a last-minute question from the vetting team. He responded that the question was offensive, he wrote, and was told, quote, "Well, we have to ask." President Biden's anti-Semitism coordinator responded to the allegations by saying, quote, "The more I read about Josh Shapiro's treatment in the vetting process, the more disturbed I become. The questions to him, I repeat, are why they needed a special envoy on anti-Semitism." Ouch. These questions were classic anti-Semitism. Let's bring in Hugh Hewitt, Fox News contributor, also host of the Hugh Hewitt Show. The only thing more shocking to the conscience than this anti-Semitic trope that the Harris campaign parroted when they asked the governor this question is, how on earth did this stay hidden all this time? How did this not come out before now?
I think I should be the only people who have talked about the vetting process other than Team Harris has been Governor Shapiro, and indirectly his new book, Where We Keep the Light. I don't have a copy of it yet. I hope I get a copy. I hope he comes on, does an interview with me, because he's a very smart, sort of an old school, normal Democrat, man of the liberal left, but not left-wing lunacy. That question, and there was a second follow-up question. First question from Dana Remus, former White House counsel to the campaign of Vice President Harris, formerly counsel to the Obama, not a bad lawyer. She followed up, "Are you an agent of the Mossad?" with, "Have you ever been in touch with an Israeli counterintelligence operative?" These are so anti-Semitic. My eyes rolled back when I read them, because those are classic tropes of the ancient evil. You know, dual loyalty, protocols of the Elder of Zion, Jews run the newspapers, Jews run Hollywood. It's so anti-Semitic, and it came in so late. The real question is, what did the Harris team think they were doing? We have had a Jew from the Democratic Party on a national ticket before, Joe Lieberman. I am very certain nobody asked Joe Lieberman from Team Gore, are you an agent of the Mossad, and have you ever dealt with an agent of the Mossad, and will you ever deal with an agent of the Mossad? It's astonishing to me, but the Democratic Party has a Jewish problem. They don't like them. And the left wing is ascendant in the Democratic Party, and it's a burden that the Democratic Party candidates in 2028 are going to share with Governor Shapiro. Now, he's got a re-election campaign in November against the state treasurer, Garrett, and she's pretty good. So it's not a layup for him in November. But he's a very competent politician. He would never lie about something like this. So I am astonished that Dana Remus even agreed to ask it. But I'm curious about who in the Harris campaign had sort of old school anti-Semitic tropes baked into their brain pattern, because it's wild.
The fact that she then said to him, well, you know, we got to ask, to me, makes this seem even more malicious, in the sense that the campaign very obviously did not have to ask this prominent Jewish politician whether he was a double agent for Israel, and they certainly did not ask other non-Jewish candidates that question, which really underscores they were suspicious about him, particularly because he was Jewish.
You know, you're exactly right, because it is so from outer space. Again, I go back to the Lieberman precedent. I'm quite certain Lieberman was not asked if he was an agent of the Mossad. I think they were trying to drive Josh Shapiro off the ticket. I think they were trying to get him to withdraw, because he was quite obviously the best candidate for their ticket, and Kamala Harris was quite obviously not pro-Israel. And remember the Rafah? I've looked at the maps. You can't go into Rafah. So I just am astonished by this, but I guess nothing surprises me when it comes to the left wing of the Democratic Party anymore.
Hugh, we got to leave it there. Thank you for taking time with us today. Great to talk to you as always.
Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.